How would you reduce crime and increase public safety in the city of San Bernardino if adding new police was not an option?
Actually, I'm glad you asked that question because that is the critical question to the salvation of the city. There is enough resources currently to partner code enforcement, the fire personnel, and the police personnel with neighborhood teams. And I have this team effort, I call it Net Zero Tolerance. And this neighborhood enforcement team concept is basically if you've got neighborhood watch groups already in existence, which we do, and I'd love to have 100 more, and we can create 100 more because it doesn't take a lot of work. It takes a few blocks of people to start paying attention to their neighborhood more diligently. And if you team up city resources with either an after-school drop-in center, like here, you've got a family in the neighborhood whose mom is home after school, the kids get to drop in, work on their homework, parents come home from work, all of a sudden they know that some parents and families in the neighborhood were watching. You start getting neighborhoods to watch others in the neighborhood, the crime starts to reduce neighborhood by neighborhood. You start small, you have to start small. You cannot just hire 100 cops and put them out on the streets and crack every head of every kid that you think is doing things wrong. You can't do that.
Right.
You have to start small, neighborhood by neighborhood, block by block. And I think those team concepts with churches, scouting, skate park groups, neighborhood watches, neighborhood associations, Generation Now, there's all kinds of groups that already exist. You just kind of need to put them together, put them at the same table, and say, how can we do this neighborhood by neighborhood? We've got 65 square miles. All we need is 65 groups like that, one per square mile. And all of a sudden, you have a group of people in that square mile that are watching out for that square mile. It's like Philadelphia. They assign a certain set of blocks, and this is your block wall for this mural for this neighborhood. You watch it, make sure it's not tagged, make sure it's not ruined. You know what? They start taking pride in their block wall mural, as an example.
Yeah, it's a good concept.
I think it can work.